time of growth, pleasure, and so much beauty. The river is moving fast these days from all the snow melt in the glaciers. The wildflowers are everywhere, and this week it sort of feels like time has stopped. Slowly everything is coming back to life, and to be honest, it feels like I am coming back to life as well, de-thawing my body after a very harsh winter. We spent most of this week working on the garden. We planted over 100 strawberry plants. I've been putting a lot of energy into planting things that will come back every year and give us abundant harvests for years to come. Of course, I love vegetables and we'll be planting those too, but right now I'm feeling more inspired by the idea of planting fruit trees, berries, and basically every type of perennial I can find that grows in my zone. I love the idea of planting things that one day my children will eat from. I think that is a really beautiful idea. The warmth of this tea and this really cold, kind of windy morning. It's such a cozy feeling to drink tea outside in the mountains. And it's early. It's like 5 a.m. I like to wake up when the sky is just starting to get light, but these days, getting so close to the summer solstice, it is getting light so early, like 4 a.m. So, but it just feels so good to be outside. I don't know what it is about spring, watching everything come back to life, but then there's just like this kind of cold, intense air. I don't know, it's really a beautiful time. Summer is nice, of course, because it's warm, but when there's cold air and like this just invigoration inside you, I don't know, it's something really special. We never really knew what our ancestry was, but recently my whole family did that, and turns out like most of my ancestors came from northern Norway. So no wonder, I'm thinking like no wonder I don't mind the cold so much. Like, what a beautiful morning. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, so basically what I have here is dirt and water. I've been letting it sit, and at this point all the sediment has kind of gone to the bottom. And then what I'm gonna do is pour this through my little cotton sieve here. So basically all this sludge I'm not gonna pour in through, I'm gonna just leave that because that's just dirt. And so now the water is dripping through and it's gonna give me clay. On my axe here. Wow, it's such a cold morning. I think it might have froze last night, which is pretty worrying. My plants are not looking good. I'm gonna weed this section, and it's really cold. The ground is like frozen. It's not good. It's not good at all. I'm weeding this, and I'm gonna turn this like square patch here into a watermelon patch. Last year I didn't really space things correctly, and my pumpkins kind of just grew everywhere. So this year I'm gonna make a patch for them. Wow. Well, I was working for about 20 minutes and then I got too cold. I needed a warm coffee. It's so cold outside. I'm pretty sure it got below freezing, which worries me so much. Like, I really hope my plants survived. We work so hard on this garden. I mean, it's just been like exhausting work, and to have everything die just in one night. I guess I probably shouldn't have been so excited to plant. To be honest, I should have waited. Last year we planted like mid-June, and I thought to myself, gosh, we're so late, because last year we had to build the fence and everything. But in retrospect, that was probably like the perfect time to plant, because the summers get so hot here, things grow super quick. Like, I planted seeds and they were like full-grown plants in just a month, you know? But the spring has really been testing me. I mean, it was just such a rough winter, and it's still so cold. This coffee is just healing my body though. We just got to this little meadow here. Apparently this is where wild asparagus are, so we're on the hunt for some foraging. You think we'll find some?
I hope so.
We're not seeing any.
Yeah, no luck so far.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know. It looks a little bit dry here.
Yeah.
So, I guess we just gotta look though. Oh, here we go. Got one right in here. Wow, that one's really tender. That one tastes really good. Wait, actually, you should taste that.
Wow.
Isn't that good?
That's so good.
That's amazing. That first one I tried was not so good.
How are you doing so far?
Let's see. That's quite a bit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So the thing is with the bread is I made it over the fire, which I've never done.
Oh.
But it worked out so well.
That makes sense.
And I think that's why it got so hot. It just like really like the outside is so crispy.
Yeah. Okay. I'm so excited. That's really good. Wow.
Let me try.
Whoa. That's amazing.
For me, self-care means leaving time and space in my day to be alone instead of constantly filling every minute of my days with busyness, being more intentional with leaving just a bit of time for nothing. So much of my life I have lived in this state of hyperactive, constant work. That constant work has led me to achieve a lot, but that led me to feeling like my self-worth was dependent on how much work I get done. If I didn't achieve something, then I would feel worthless and terrible about myself. But if I got a lot done, then I would feel really good. But defining ourselves based on anything external is not the best because our external world is always changing. Everything that we need is already within us. All the happiness, fulfillment, love, it's already there. As time goes on, I've just come to realize how everything in life is temporary except what's on the inside. The love we share with the world, the connections we have with others, the connections we have with the earth, with ourselves, with the present moment. How much of our life do we spend with intention? For me, not much. For a very long time, it was not much. And I guess that's something I'm working on. Wow, it rained all evening and then all of a sudden it just stopped. It's amazing. So I've been doing something a little bit weird. I've been harvesting clay from the earth and making face masks with it. I know that sounds kind of strange, but it's been making my skin so soft. I can't even explain. And clay is really, really good for your skin. So one day I thought, well, I've got clay right here in the yard, right down by the river. So anyways, I've been making these face masks and like I really just can't even explain how grateful I feel to just be able to spend more time outside. It's just really a gift, honestly. Right now I'm just putting on some oil that I made. It's just a couple of different butters, and last summer I picked a bunch of wild rose and then I infused that into the oils for like 6 months. I just recently made this, so yeah. Wow, it is just the most incredible evening. The sunset, oh my gosh, the sky. This is the first time since moving out here that I haven't had like a really, really big project kind of looming over my head. The first year being here was the tiny house, and I was working in town. There was just so much going on. And then the winter came, and that was so intense. It was my first winter out here. And then last spring and summer, we built the garden, and then we built the studio. And it just felt like I have never had a period of time while living out here where I really haven't had any massive projects going on. So yeah, lately it's just been, I don't know, I've really been appreciating everything so much more and noticing the world around me, like really being more present. I don't know, when you have so much going on in your life and you're really busy and stressed out, it is really hard to appreciate the world around you. And for me, at least, with the tiny house build, it was just like I was either working on that or like thinking about working on it. You know, like with building projects, you're just constantly thinking about, oh, I need this material, I need this thing, and order this. And I don't know, it's just like this constant kind of stress that really never goes away until you finish it. And yeah, it just kind of feels like this season I really feel a lot more grounded and like present. Just not having so much going on. I don't know, this world is just so magical, and I think there was a time when I kind of lost sight of that, just because I was so busy. And yeah, I'm like kind of feeling there's a lot of projects I do have to get done this summer, and I'm feeling rather apprehensive to start them just because I've just been enjoying these weeks so much. All I've really had to do is work on the garden, which feels like such a doable project. Like, oh, okay, that's just, if that's the only thing, that's so easy. So yeah, wow, here I am. And this season of summer is upon us. Wow. The moon right now, holy smokes.